that's what one of the things that Sadhguru wants us to do, to kind of increase the awareness and get more people involved. They might see this and become curious and search the website. But one of the first things when we talk about safe soil is our own experience with the soil. Now that the safe soil movement has come in, there are all these photos of volunteers and all, playing in the mud, coating mud on themselves, and mud has all of a sudden become very cool in the Isha volunteer space. However, before that, like before safe soil became such a big movement, so composting was one of the first things I took up, which started feeling like finally I have something to do with earth in my house. I mean, I know we can always have plants and all, and I did have plants, but it's just that usually the way we have plants in our houses, like we urban people, we don't really get our hands so muddy. Like I know a lot of my friends and all which have these very small pots, and we just bring it, we keep it, we do little watering, maybe a little bit of tweaking we may do, but it's so minimal. We know nothing about these plants, and the plants end up dying for silly reasons. And a lot of times they are just neglected also because we got busy somewhere else. So it's not really like, unless we become hardcore gardeners, which some of my friends are, and they do terrace gardening and all, that's a different level. But a lot of us, we bring these small plants, they don't necessarily increase our soil connect. So in fact, a lot of people are also doing hydroponics and all, which actually removes soil altogether. So it's a very different thing. So composting was one of the first things that I started doing, and it felt so close to earth, because one was we were taking all these organic waste from our kitchen, becoming aware of how much of organic waste we are generating, putting it with some discipline. And one of the key aspects of composting, the house composting with these, stacked up dabbas and all, one of the key components is that we need to put peat, like it's cocoa fiber or coir or something, basically something to help these the organic waste kind of start breaking down. And yeah, with all that cocoa peat and all, which I kept pouring, checking everything, with so many bugs which started developing the entire ecosystem, it really felt very close to earth. And it really, that composting corner became my earth corner. And I am very happy I've done that. I've done it only once, and that too, it was a little half-baked, because I got these 3 stacked dabbas and they got full within like 15 days or 1 month, they were full. And then the COVID wave was going on, so I left for almost 9 months. I was outside, so that compost just stayed here. And now when I came back, finally, when I got the time, I've kind of harvested the compost, and I got this bucket full of compost fertilizer. It's so nice. It's so great. So, so yeah, composting was one of my first experiences, that brought me very close to earth. And I think it's beautiful. It is, it helps on so many fronts, like waste management, sustainable waste management, becoming aware of food wastage, and, just the organic foods being coming output of our kitchen. And of course, the compost is in a house. We start becoming aware of the whole bugs ecosystem, the caterpillars and everything, which are actually very important for the compost to kind of start breaking down organic matter. And we understand how the soil formation would be happening outside, especially when we keep talking in safe soil, we keep talking about the organic content in soil, which is very, very important. It basically, what differentiates sand from soil is the organic content, and that's exactly what we are dealing with in composting. So it's lovely, and home composting is very simple. We just need a little stack 3 dabba. That's what I bought. The size varies on how much of organic stuff we would, we have waste in our kitchen. But you need a little bit of a small corner in your balcony, or even a big size window shelf. You could place it there. Generally, it's not recommended to put it right inside the house because, of the bugs and stuff. But if you have a large enough house, maybe that's also acceptable. Like a lot of times in these older type houses, we have these little niches or coves, or like big cabinets or something, which does give us little space, which is might be okay for a compost corner. Although on Amazon there are a lot of options, but since I had seen this on social media and all, I decided let's give it a shot. It's of the very small unit, so there was supposed to be a 3rd dabba here, but since I was leaving to Ahmedabad, I That one was empty, so I put a plant in it. I put a plant in it, and then I gave that plant to someone else. Anyway, the plant died also, but that box is also with them. This one, so I have done all these stuff, and it's worked pretty well. Now this dabba and both these dabba are full of my compost. Now I'm going to do the final thing, which is shifting harvesting. The compost harvesting is what it's called. Unless you sieve, you will not get a powder consistency of compost. Put the large pieces back into fresh waste to compost. In 1.5 months from when you begin using the gobble, the contents in base unit should be almost composted. Empty out contents of base unit in a bucket with holes for best results. Keep moist. So we have to keep it moist for 1-2 months. But mine is a very different case because I already this stuff. This has been sitting in this bucket for a year. So it's almost 9 months to a year that this has been just like this. Then I did see it. Once I came back, I did check it and I didn't see anything majorly wrong in it. So I said, okay, fine, let's keep it until I'm ready to harvest it. And by ready, I mean when I have the time. Okay, the other one is a bit more creepier. It's all jammed. It's not like this one was nice, loose and clean. I'm going to wear my other glove for this. Let's see what happens. Okay, you see the full thing has become so chunky. Oh, maybe this one is more healthier because it's all little bit wet and all. Let me see the smell. It's smelling like mud. Fresh mud. It's smelling good only. Wow. Why is it so black? say, an amazing feeling that hardly this is, I would say, 1 week of 10-15 days of organic waste from my kitchen. One person only alone I'm staying, and my one person's organic waste from the kitchen, which has become one bucket full of organic content. It's soil so good. And it is of course organic content is more that goes in compost when we have lots of fruits, like one watermelon for example, because the skin is so thick, like a big one, half the bucket will get full if I get a big watermelon and all the skin gets put inside. So fruits create a lot more organic content, which is great for composting. I feel it will be so nutritious, all this stuff. And then I will go and put it in my courtyard below.
We know more about the stratosphere and the atmosphere than we know about the soil at our feet.
Soil is the nutritional bank account for our existence.
What's in our soil is what we eat and what we're comprised of. We have to build up our soil so that we have mineral-dense, nutrient-dense food that then equates to healthy people.
Soil health equals human health.
Take this commitment that you will be a source of inspiration. Ensure that the world speaks about soil, because soil is the basis of pure water, soil is the basis of clean air to breathe, soil is the basis of the very life that we are, the very body that we carry is soil. Will we get this now or get it when we're buried?